use verb as verb like that. But in the painting, the characters there, today we are going to do as a reference painting is as a verb. So classic Chinese do that. Okay.
Victoria?
Yes?
Victoria, can this character be used by itself for friend, or does it need to be with Pengyo?
It's also yeah, by itself. Okay. And also like a relationship. It's a good word. You can use it by itself, or by itself. The single image is a good word. Or some people use the 有人, you know, for the people after instead of a 朋友. Also means a friend, friend, yeah. 有人. Okay, I use this square, the paper. Okay, standard first. This standard actually a little bit like the walking, but I think the structure is very good. Horizontal. See the horizontal, if kind of dominated the whole characters. Let it a little bit up, you know, a little bit up always. If you cannot control for the totally horizontal, instead of go down, do a little bit up, okay? And the big slant, kind of from the center and to the, do not do that hook on purposely. And this horizontal and the press and go down, slant, and then big press. That's the standard style. And then walking. Walking, almost nothing changed, right? As we talk about, seems like just, you know, fast doing, a little bit more connected, you know, the shows, and also less press and lifted, less this kind of things, especially at the corner, just directly go, seems. Okay, so nothing change order. Okay, connect with this and the back. I didn't do good. It is walking style, but it seems, see, this touched and not very balanced. Don't like it. Okay, do again. Horizontal, slant, and then this, and then this. But do not put too much power on purposely for this hook, to do this hook. This just shows, okay, back to the kind of, back to the center kind of lifting, you know, and lifting, and for the next, you know, next movements, for next characters. So you put power, put the strength on the press part, like a big dot, and then just naturally lift a little bit. Do not put any strength on making the hook. Do not do that. Okay. Yeah, something like that. Okay, it's like a which stroke need to be the longest, the strongest. Sometimes depends on, sometimes even I choose the characters, you know, from the real things. It depend on the content, context, like before, which character next to it, you know, sometimes for the whole thing, for the whole sentence like that, or the words together. But normally this case, It can be the press stronger, or this slant cannot be, too weak, because to balance with this one. Walking style and the cursive style is pretty free. Kind of a free style. See this from walking to the running, not that much change. You see, seems to become faster, and so each stroke become even not that going out that far, right? Even more simple, like a little bit centered, circled for fast doing. Yeah. So do horizontal and slant not sweeping, just very quick back and do big dot like that. Sometimes, like in the middle of the the article, they do very fast, and you cannot really see among the strokes that much press and lifting. Sometimes like the hard brush, hard pen to doing. Not like the brush doing, just a little bit, at end. Sometimes that's the one of the things, especially in the cursive running characters. Okay, this a little bit changed. Clerical style. See, the top part, instead of this, and it become actually that one, the one first, this one first. Okay, like a horizontal one, and kind of the big hook here for this slant to start. Bottom a little bit different looking for the horizontal one, a little bit like this, not that horizontal, a little bit this way. And the big press to make the goose tail flying. Allow painting actually first. Like a seal carving style, clerical style before that. It's like the bottom and the top, like two things very very close. It's like that. And then same thing, like two things like that. And then before, more straighten, like this, change that, and eventually change it to the, standard style, that, so the top and the bottom different looking. So that's even the before. Yeah. Okay, that's how much for friendship. So yeah, by itself it can be the good word. Yeah, friendship, friend. Let's look at the rock or a stone. Did we learn that before? Emily, do you remember that?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes. Long time ago.
Yeah,
Time
right.
ago.
A long time ago.
Seems like a long time.
Yeah. And I think I also mentioned, okay, later, the cliff one. This, however, this is very easy to remember though. See the big rock things, big like mouth things underneath. It's like some things rock. So this, the horizontal one, you do not want to make this, I mean, to occupy the whole thing like that. You know, look at the example, even the mouth one, bigger than the top one, top horizontal one. Okay, big slant to the bottom of the left. The slant from the center. You know, you can do very, you know, sharp tip, but go slower. And then vertical, a little bit, you know, for the mouth one, a little bit like this direction. And a little bit up, you know, for make the beautiful mouth character. And then seal it. See my one while talking, this space a little bit, you know, too loose, right? Um, there is a way to judge even you do not know the what's the stroke for the characters, but for the common sense of you can judge, see the space part, negative part, and the positive positive part. Look at the sample characters. See my cursor. Okay, see this part and this part. You know, about the, you know, same you know, same space looking will be looked balanced, right? For this case, and see, compare with the one I just did. Nothing wrong, but you know, simply you can you know, you can tell this part a little bit, you know, too big, right? Bigger than this part. So I'm sharing with you how to judge it's beautiful or not, even without no you know, nothing to do with the I tell you or not, you know, sometimes. Okay, again. And then, okay, yeah, always use, I mean, think one eye to keep watching this. Ha 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 ha, almost do it again. I mean, yeah. You know, to make this part a little bit, because this rock stone mean, so this part want to be show, you know, dignify things. I always say some characters with less stroke, but if you want to get the whole thing, you know, balanced looking, sometimes not easy. Can touch a little bit, even you know, a little bit may stick out here, nothing wrong. Okay, that's about it. Look at the example when you do the homework. Okay, walking style, start to walk. So put the slant just after the, I mean, very connected to the horizontal, the stroke. That's very common to do with those two strokes together. And the mouth one, look at the first stroke, first stroke touched even a little bit across will be fine, but do not on purposely do cross too much. So do that, and then continue with continue with this. Oh, I'm walking, so more connected. So do you feel when you're talking about the balance, the thing, or beautiful, how beautiful and balanced looking in walking and in the running style, when you got the flow, kind of easier than the standard, than the standard one. Because standard one, you go slow and stroke by stroke, kind of, sometimes when you do things, you go like the balance in the movement easier to show, right? When you go very slow, it's very hard to get balanced. Like we start to learn bicycle when we are teenager, when we are young, to go very fast, much easier than you to go slower. And it shows the dynamic things. So that's why we are learning that. And I believe, for like the 1 year to try, you do feel that way. Yeah. Okay, this is a running style. So almost the same for the starting part and just the mouth part. I say like the very connected, like number 12, right? But remember a little bit like the Z looking, because it's come from the horizontal and the vertical. It's more squarish. Okay. This, and and See, even you do kind of like a small here, lift a little bit, but still you can see you do not totally lift here. You still put strength here and stop here. Or even, see, this is more like the walking style, right? You can do the mouth part more running. in other words, more connected. Sometimes it's hard to say how big the mouth need to be, but try to remember, make it, with some weight, not very like the nail tail, some things sweeping. You make it some like the heavy looking thing, because it's a stone, and at the bottom of the characters, so need to be like the very stable looking. Oh, this is very stable looking for the clerical style, because it's like on stone surface things. This a little bit changed. Actually, this first to the slant, the position start just at the side. Like a vertical first and then changed, right? Kind of that. Because it's on stone, you cannot make exactly very smooth, the slant there. Okay, mouth part. Stroke by stroke. Okay, and when you think your brush is the stick or knife, sometimes the stroke is not perfect for the strokes. See, shows some things not very, not perfect, but try your best. And the chi, the flow, the power, you use the power different. That's the most important thing. Try to conceal the brush tip, but sometimes hard to avoid things. It's just fine, yeah. This rock, its mouth very flat. Okay, I think I also put the word on our handout for the 朋友, the friend, because two characters together, because I think we learned the 月 for the month or moon, and put two of them together is 朋友's 朋. So let's try. One, two. This is month or moon, right? Exactly the same thing. You do two, but try, you can do a little bit different size by the right one, a little bit, as things in the right, probably a little bit, larger. Yeah. A little bit taller or a little bit, the last stroke a little bit longer, some things like that. So it's a friend. This is standard, right? And for the walking style, you can remember that two horizontal thing. We just simply do like the number 2, right? Or very connected things. So just make it very walking, start to walk. Yeah, actually easier. Yeah, it doesn't matter. How much running and how fast running, how fast for the walking is pretty free and not that much different. That's the for 朋友. I think
Victoria.
Yes, question.
Yeah, it's Kathy. Does that I know Emily asked it at the beginning, but to say friend, do you have to have the 2 moons and then the character for friend, or does this mean something different than friend? What you're doing right now?
This is also means friend. This is also means friendship. And this is just a friend. Am I correct? Yes. It's all questions. Two characters different. Two characters different, or by itself, and two. Oh, you mean this characters? How much from this characters, right?
Yeah, I just didn't know if you need to say friend, if you have to have the two moon characters along with the friend character.
More common. Put two characters together to say my friend, to say my friend, 我朋友，我的朋友 more common than just to say say, if you say, okay, so my friend, you say 我的朋友. If you just say 有 means by itself, one character means friend. But if you say my friend, better say my 朋友.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. I think at very first I said by itself to use this also can be used as a verb, say to make friend, but this character doesn't have that meaning as a verb to make friend. This is just see two together friend. Cannot use as a verb. One other thing is, do you know this? What's that?
Mountain.
Mountain. I think once I mentioned, but we didn't learn that. Yan is a cliff or like a tall tall rocky mountain. The artist name, I think you probably in Henry's class, the cliff and the pine and cliff. Remember the the granddaughter came to the lecture. Remember that? Yeah, the person's name Cliff. I mean Pine and Cliff. This is the Cliff. This is one of the character for his name. So I just do do the characters. I saw the video yesterday. I think later, I don't know how, I'll figure out. I will show in the classroom the whole bunch of Japanese high school student. They are doing some performance for the movement, for the calligraphy, in group on the stage, and with the music of the drum music, and use the characters and walk and circle, and one people do some, and in group other people can and do some something. Eventually like the big panel things shows the like a landscape painting, and mostly are like a rock looking and mountain looking, and some very simple tree looking things, but all just in ink painting. And it is kind of composed with these characters, a little bit change the shape and overlap some things. They just do this big brush and do that. walk, and some people else add some things. And if you know these characters, you it turn out lots of, at least one place, these characters by mountain and the rock, and compose them together. I will share that in the classroom or somewhere, see if I can figure out. And if people do not know the characters, it shows just the mountain, so very interesting in Japanese. Okay, this is the cliff one, and you can do the walking style, and even the some things you can tell, mountain and the rock, something like that. You can do very creative innovation style. Okay, that's how much about the friendship and the friend, the 朋友 also, and the rock and the rock mountain cliff, some things like that. And any question? If no question, we can try to.
Victoria, I'm Huey Nguyen.
Yeah.
I have a question about your lotus seed. You buy in Amazon. I see in Henry classroom. Last week, maybe last week. I want to know how do you grow it and have the flower. Very beautiful.
The miniature lotus.
Lotus, the small lotus you have.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Excuse me, Henry. Can you do me a favor to get my little ball?
Oh yeah. I want to know how.
Little ball at the downstairs. Thank you. Yeah. I use how say what's the word for that? The media is just water. To grow the lotus, because the lotus in
just
the water.
Water. Oh,
yeah,
just water.
Just in the water.
Just in water.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And later you need to put the suit.
Oh yes.
Yes. Because we need to get the root, the fibrous root, and you need some suit as the growing media.
Oh yeah.
my little ball of my lotus. Got this lotus from the Amazon. Actually, you know what? Actually, I got this lotus like 7-8 years ago.
Oh yes. 8 years ago.
And I heard this lotus side, even like the hundreds years, 1,000 years.
Wow.
It is still alive.
Oh, it's still alive. Yeah. Wow.
When they got some seeds, this is from the how to say the tomb. Yeah.
Wow.
It got out. It's still alive. I just couldn't believe. So I got some, and I didn't grow, because later you need to put some in some suit, some very wet suit. So I didn't continue, but so I just put in the drawer. And LA is very, very hot, and I seal it in the plastic bag. I cannot believe, and that plant is still alive. So I thought, I want to try it again. I want to try again. Some left things there, and first.
Yes, it's still living.
Lotus,
very. Very
first
nice.
you need to use the plier to
Cut it.
cut a little bit, and
Oh.
later I found it doesn't matter which side. You know,
Mhm.
first I thought need to be this side,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
this side.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
just
yeah.
crack it a little bit, but do not be careful. Do not break the inside, the meat. You know,
Okay.
the meat thing, but not. I mean, not hard at all.
Yeah.
Because you peel a little bit, you cut a little
Yeah.
bit, and then
Yeah.
soak it in water. And
Soak it
the
in water.
next day, the shell become very soft. You have a chance to peel it, make the opening
Oh.
side bigger. So do
Okay.
not do the too precise, the bigger opening size,
Okay.
unless you will break the inside. That's bad.
Mhm.
So peel it. And eventually I found, you know, some from the this side, and some just become bigger and bigger, and make the, you know, the
Oh.
make this the big slot.
Mhm.
Boom.
Yeah.
And become this from
You're
this
very,
side. Yeah. So
yeah.
just put them in water and
Oh, yeah.
soak the 2 to 3 days. You will see the green come out.
Okay. Wow. Wow.
And then continue about 3 weeks. You just change water twice a day, and then
Okay.
you will see later. You will, until you see the fibrous, you know, fibrous root came out,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
then you put in the meanwhile you use the and the bigger like the
Bigger ball.
yeah, bigger ball to put in the suit. Any suit, not potting soil. You know, we call it raw suit from your garden. Yeah, a little bit. And then
I just yeah.
They
Wow.
did to sink for
Sing
2
in the
days.
book.
Yeah.
Oh, Tuesday.
In the water.
2 days.
Yeah,
Okay.
2 days.
Yeah.
And they will become totally underneath is very dense soot, and the upper part is clear water. It's clear water. Very strange. It's clear water. Yeah. First, it looks very, you know, muddy thing. Then water is water. Soot is soot.
Yeah.
You know, we have the can be very dense. The bottom. We have one of a kind of the, you know, the ink granny ink stone is made from rock, right? One kind of the ink made from, we call 陈遗燕, is from the very dense of the sunk many years of the pond bottom mud.
Oh, yes. Wow. Interesting. Very
I don't know how they do them. Probably still the temperature to burn
very
it.
Interesting.
It become very like the hard, like the stone. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Later I'll follow up next week.
Oh yes,
anyway,
we follow that.
This is the miniature. In other words,
miniature. Yeah.
It's a dwarf.
I just order it. I just ordered it on Amazon. Yeah.
It's a dwarf lotus. You can do the whole the process just in a ball, and then later same looking leaves and the flowers. To follow up.
Very interesting. Thank you for your answer.
No problem, my pleasure. Okay, and then we try to make this this very simple painting. Okay, so this painting is I got the reference I got from mustard seeds manual of painting. This is a complete painting, and I think we can practice the rock rocks in group, right? And also the bamboo. Okay, let's try. Whatever you do first. Normally, you do the rock. So think of rock is on the this color, right? And reach a little bit on higher than half the height, and occupy this, and then bamboo leaves, right? So just do the rock, very free with okay. Do one, like a 2 piece, right? 1 piece that you can do a little bit of you lost and found stroke. We talk about like the abrupting, right? Okay, and here you can make some, some like a foliage here, some things not very smooth stroke, and continue to go. In your mind, you wanted this mess, right? Okay, here a little bit like that, and a little like that. Something we can add later. Okay, here, and this stone, some like wrinkles here, and this here, whatever, not smooth. And then the other stone on the top, to make the base. So a little bit like that. We can add some dots later, right? Do the, okay, different weights, some wider. I mean, you can slant your brush a little bit at the bristle, and some are very simple line, but remember, like you see the bumped, not very smooth. This is rock, okay, and this kind of whatever different side or wrinkles, or think about the nose shape things, to make rock things, and here something like that, wrinkles or some things. I don't think that's impossible. And then we can add some things later if need. And this bamboo from like the kind of the bottom of this rock, right? This base. Okay, so do the bamboo and towards this way, right? And probably out of the picture and then back here, right? So do the bamboo, remember the trunk, even the very little trunk, go use your arm. Okay, so, okay. And then continue to go. Oh, out. I don't know, very free actually. And then probably you cannot see it. Okay, then do some leaves. I mean the bamboo leaves wherever you want. And do this side of things out of the picture and the back. Some cannot probably even see the branch. And about here, the bamboo leaves. Some cross, some wider, some smaller things. It just depends probably, and you can change, right? Like this brush, when you touch and see, oh, you're not as I expected. Didn't cross this year, and you can change. I mean, to add something later, make the whole things, I touched in the water already, so I can get like kind of the second layer things different. You know, even some small leaves to make the, you know, the whole things you need for the, and then not the same size, right? Probably here need one more things like the. Yeah, for the whole picture. It's very free, and you can. Okay, here probably like some things need more. Simply, I think that's fine. I do not want things overdone. And sometimes you want some soft stroke, and sometimes a little bit of the hard, stiff strokes to put the whole thing. I think my want this a little bit too round. Okay, that's it. And put characters here. What it says? It says we learned we learned xu and shi. Xu for like a voiding things, and shi means solid, right? And then we learned the xin. You can tell very clear here. And this is the the last one is the xu. Okay, xu xin put together. The character meaning, I mean, literally means empty heart. Empty heart. We know bamboo is center is empty, empty, not like the piece of wood, right? You know that. And so piece of bamboo here means empty heart. And the word for empty heart means modest. I think once I mentioned means modest, and 有时 the other characters, which means to make friend or consider the rock as a friend. So modest, very modest bamboo, empty center, empty heart bamboo to make friend or consider the rock as a friend, or make a friend with rock. Oh yeah, my ink. Okay, I go fast. Okay, this is empty heart. Actually means modest. And this is the other way, very classical way to write the friend or make friend. And the rock or stone. Okay, later I put my seal here. Probably I need a smaller brushes. It's too big and my ink smeared a lot. Actually, I use the unsized Shuan paper. It's very smeared. But for the bamboo and the rock, sometimes I think it's too, if it's 写意 freestyle painting, if totally no smearing, I don't think it's beautiful. I play with the raw Shuan a lot, play with the unsized Shuan a lot. So this is bamboo and the rock. They are good for painting together. I mean, some plants and some also some rocks here to do together. And the meaning, I think this phrase, be modest and you can make a good friend with rock. And also this is empty heart, empty center. And this is a good friend with the rock. Good looking and the real situation, they are together. And that looks very balanced as well for the painting, because it's from top, and this is very like on the ground. We talk about the shape like the clouds of root is rock, so looks very dignified, to make some like weight, give some weight to this the painting, not just flower and the leaves. So, and this phrase is 虚心有时, so be modest, empty heart, and you make good friend, consider good friend, consider rock is a good friend. Yeah, that's all. Okay, that's how much do the 写意 and just the ink painting for this. And of course, you can do more complete things for give some color. It's also beautiful. Mm-hmm. Okay, any questions? No question? Okay, and next time, I think I will do for the like lotus things. We learned the water lily for one class, right? And the next class, I think I want to we want to learn the lotus leaves a little bit. Leaves are different, and the flower a little bit different, but also in the same situation, pound. And also, I think I want to want my class to learn the dragonfly, because it's very beautiful. Can be blue and it can be the red, the color, the pink or the dark red or the vermilion color. Very beautiful. Add some color to the just the plants, the ink painting of the Chinese painting for the pound things. And I think the subject matter, I think I will learn the in our class for the pound interests, pound interests. Some interesting things in the pound. That's the common subject matter in Chinese painting to do. So we will do the lotus leaves, the lotus flower, and some live things for the dragonfly, and because talk about the interesting things in the pound, or the pound's interesting things, normally with some like living things, live things, like the like birds, especially water birds, or dragonfly. That's the biggest. I mean the things, the elements do with the pound. Like sometimes you do the flower and you do a butterfly on that, right? Butterfly on that. So in the pound, normally with lotus, we do dragonfly. Very calligraphy stroke, and very beautiful. Can be a little bit add on, the color things to the painting. Okay, so next time is the pound interests. And okay, any question? If no question, let you go.
Thank you.
Okay, no questions. And
Yes.
yeah, for the Hui, you asked about the my like dwarf lotus, you got the seeds already. You can start. If when you got that, if before the class, next class, I do follow up. You can crack it and start to soak it.
Okay, thank you, Victoria.
Okay.
Very
Thank
yeah.
you. And see you next class.
See you. Thank you very much.
Happy painting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Victoria.
Thank you. Bye.